Good evening and welcome to State of Business on Art Television. I'm Tamiru Nimsa. Let's have a look at the headlines. Inland Revenue Department takes measures to verify high net worth individuals. Tourism earnings surpassed $680 million in just 2 months. News in detail. Foreign Minister Ali Sabri emphasized the need to promptly tackle climate change, biodiversity loss, pollution and exploitation of the Indian Ocean as it holds serious implications for the sustainability of the ocean and its livelihood. The minister said this speaking at the IORA Day celebrations held at the Golf Fairs in Colombo recently.
The root causes of the triple planetary crisis of climate change, biodiversity loss and pollution, illegal, unreported and unregulated fishing, and unlawful exploitation of the marine resources are wreaking havoc on the delicate balance of the Indian Ocean ecosystem, seriously affecting its sustainability. Most importantly, at the heart of our effort to safeguard the Indian Ocean for future generations lies the urgent need to address the urgent threat of climate change. The warming of our planet's atmosphere is not just a distant concern. It is happening here and now with serious implications for the health and sustainability of the ocean. Rising sea levels, ocean acidification, and extreme weather events are already devastatingly impacting marine life and coastal communities across the Indian region. We cannot afford to ignore the realities of climate change any longer. Only by confronting the challenges of climate change head-on can we hope to secure a sustainable future for the Indian Ocean and all who depend on it for their livelihood.
The Inland Revenue Department has announced measures to closely monitor high wealth individuals to ensure tax compliance and increase tax revenue. A dedicated unit, the High Wealth Individuals Unit, has been set up within the IRD operating from the large taxpayer office. The primary objective of the unit is to ensure tax compliance among highly wealthy individuals in the country. The unit will reach out to select wealthy individuals and collaborate with them and their advisors to ensure timely and accurate filing of tax returns. The HWIU will conduct additional risk assessments and profiling of wealthy taxpayers to prioritize audits on cases with the highest risks of non-compliance. The IRD will also enhance collaboration with domestic and international organizations to access information that can help identify potential tax non-compliance among wealthy individuals. The IRD will work closely with banks, the Financial Intelligence Unit, and other tax administrations through its treaty network with 45 countries. This collaboration aims to identify banking records and assets of wealthy individuals that may not have been disclosed. The tourism earnings in the first 2 months of this year has reached over $687 million, accompanied by a boost in arrivals, according to the data released by the central bank recently. Sri Lanka tourism aims to welcome 2.3 million visitors and generate over $4 billion in income by the end of the year. In February alone, tourism earnings amounted to $345.7 million, marking a significant increase of 118.2% compared to the same period last year. Moreover, February's earnings saw a 1.14% increase compared to January 2024, representing the highest earnings recorded since 2020. Industry stakeholders are optimistic about the early indications of significant performance and emphasize the importance of maintaining the current momentum to achieve the ambitious targets set for 2024. The positive trend is reflected in the arrival numbers, with more than 426 tourists welcomed in the country during the first 2 months of the year. The sector had faced significant losses, totaling around $15 billion over the past 4 years due to various challenges. Stay tuned. We will return after the short commercial break. Welcome back after the break. Chairman of Commonwealth Enterprise and Investment Council, Lord Marlens, concluded his visit to Sri Lanka, aiming to explore opportunities for trade and investment in Sri Lanka's hospitality, energy and finance sectors. The Commonwealth, with its 56 member states and significant economic potential, offers Sri Lanka a platform for collaboration and growth. The Commonwealth Advantage, which reduces trading costs by 21% among member countries, further enhances Sri Lanka's prospects for economic expansion through increased trade and investment. During meetings with President Wickremesinghe and State Minister Dilu Mamunugama, the CWEIC reiterated its commitment to supporting Sri Lanka's economic goals through the strategic partnership. An invitation was extended to President Wickremesinghe to participate in the Commonwealth Business Forum, reflects the importance of Sri Lanka's engagement with the broader Commonwealth community. The visit also included a special networking event hosted by Port City, Colombo, providing an opportunity to showcase investment opportunities and receive strong support from Lord Marlens. Lord Marlens emphasized the Commonwealth's role in Sri Lanka's economic recovery and highlighted key priorities such as balancing the energy transition. Matthew Hedges, the Regional Director of the Westminster Foundation for Democracy, and Speaker Mahinda Apabewardena met in Parliament recently. The meeting underscored the collaborative efforts aimed at strengthening democracy in Sri Lanka. Speaker Mahinda Apabewardena acknowledged and appreciated the contributions of the Westminster Foundation for Democracy. He highlighted the Foundation's close collaborations with the parliamentary committees such as the Committee on Public Finance, Committee on Public Enterprises and Committee on Public Accounts in bolstering democracy. The Speaker expressed gratitude for the support received from WFD and emphasized the importance of continued collaboration to further strengthen democracy in Sri Lanka. The Regional Director of WFD for Asia Pacific and the Americas, Matthew Hedges, reiterated the Foundation's commitment to supporting the Parliament of Sri Lanka. He highlighted WFD's efforts in developing systems to assess the effectiveness of laws post-adoption and expressed willingness to collaborate with Sri Lanka's Parliament in this regard. The Secretary General of Parliament, Kushani Rohanadira, discussed plans to establish a parliamentary committee on post-legislative scrutiny. Professor J.L. Piris, who is representing Freedom People Congress, says that the opposition did not avoid any meeting or discussion with the IMF officials but with the President Ranil Wickremesinghe. Addressing a media briefing this morning, Professor Piris said that the opposition is at all times prepared to engage with the IMF representatives from the standpoint of protection of the national interest as they had readily done in the past.
IMF එක අපි සාකච්ඡා කරන්න සූදානම්. මේ ප්‍රථම වතාවේ විනීත ඉස්සෙල්ලත් අපි සාකච්ඡා කරලා තියෙනවා. ජාත්‍යන්තර මූල්‍ය අරමුදලේ නියෝජිතයන් සමග මේ රටේ ජනතාවගේ අයිතිවාසිකම් ආරක්ෂා කිරීම සඳහා අපි කිසිම පැකිලීමකින් තොරව ජාත්‍යන්තර මූල්‍ය අරමුදලේ සමාජිකයන් සමග අපි සාකච්ඡා කරනවා. ඒකට අපි සූදානම්. හැබැයි ජනාධිපතිවරයා සමග එක්කාසු වෙලා කතා කරන්න අපි කිසිම සූදානමක් නැහැ. ඒ තීරණය ගත්තේ පක්ෂ නායකයන්. පක්ෂයේ ජ්‍යෙෂ්ඨයන් තමයි සාමූහිකව ඒ තීරණය ගත්තේ. ඒ තීරණය ගත්තේ මොන හේතු නිසාද කියන එක බොහොම පැහැදිලිව පහදා දෙමින් විපක්ෂ නායකතුමාගේ නියෝගය පරිදි එතුමාගේ ලේකම් ජනාධිපති ලේකම් සමන්ව ඒකනායක මැතිතුමා අමතමින් ඒ හේතු බොහොම පැහැදිලිව ඉදිරිපත් කළා. මෙන්න මේ හේතු නිසා කියලා අපි මේ සාකච්ඡාවට සහභාගී වෙන්නේ. හැබැයි අපි වෙනම හම්බ වෙනවා. ජාත්‍යන්තර මූල්‍ය අරමුදලේ නියෝජනය. ඒ සඳහා අපි අවස්ථාවක ඉල්ලා සිටිනවා. මීට ඉස්සෙල්ලත් ඒගොල්ලන් හම්බ වුණා. ඒ අපි යම් කරුණු බොහොම පැහැදිලිව එයාට ඉදිරිපත් කරනවා.
Stay tuned for stock update. Trading at Colombo Stock Exchange ended on positive notes today. The all share price index gained 79.13 points to close at 11,125.03 and the S&P SL20 gained 27.6 points to close at 3,175.05. The turnover was 1.9 billion rupees and over 151 million shares were traded. Up next are forex rates. That's all our news for today. For this and more, subscribe to our channel on YouTube and follow us on Facebook. Take care and good night.